Hey there! If you're watching this video, you probably have some collections. Collections are just the worst. They show up on your credit report and seriously harm your credit scores. But that's not even the worst part about collections. It's the endless, irritating, inconvenient phone calls from the collection agencies. The countless collection emails and letters are no fun either. The sheer number of attempts to communicate with you can be quite overwhelming and honestly intimidating. Sometimes collectors will even break the law while attempting to get money out of people. It's great to learn what your rights are so you don't get intimidated by any unlawful collection tactics. Today, we're going to talk about what you should do when you get contacted by a debt collector. Right off the bat, you have to decide if you even want to talk to the collector. You should definitely consider ignoring their calls, emails, and letters until you know your rights. Know if the debt is truly yours or if the statute of limitations has expired. You never want to give out personal information or confirm your identity until you know what your plan of action is. So, if you do decide to talk to the collector, make sure you keep thorough records of all interactions. You want to know who you spoke to, what they say to you, and what dates you're in communication. Sometimes you could get abusive language from collectors. These records might just be useful later on. If you keep getting contacted by a collector and you want them to stop, you have to write them a letter. Under the federal FDCPA, Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, if you request that a collector stop contacting you, they're required to stop, and that request must be in writing. And lastly, you can tell the collector that you don't think you owe the debt, or you can tell them that you can't afford to pay it. Sometimes collectors are not aware that they might not even be able to collect your debt. If you have a valid objection, it's possible they may give up on collecting your debt entirely. In the same way, if you tell a collector you can't afford to pay anything, they could potentially give up and move their efforts elsewhere. When you get contacted by collectors, be careful. They'll do whatever they can to get your money, whether you owe it or not.